think there's
After
different
Maria
levels
had
of
given
depression.
birth, my
I have what I
parents
like to
rented
call
us a
the
small
medium
apartment
kind.
next to my university.
You know, just
where
right
we
here,
moved in.
just the healthy
But
amount.
I partied
you know?
often,
just
and even
enough to
brought
keep me
girls
humble
home.
and like.
And yes, I took them into
You know,
the
like a
same bed my
regular
girlfriend
guy.
was lying in.
You ever meet someone
She
who
would
could
act as if
use
she
a
was
little
asleep
depression?
most of the time. But one night,
You know what I
was
mean?
drunk,
Those annoyingly
woke her up,
like
and asked if she
optimistic
wanted to
people all
join
the
us.
time. Every
But
day's
she
an
just started
opportunity.
crying.
Like, he could use a
That
dash.
ruined my mood.
He could use a pinch of depression. He could use a parking ticket on a rainy day.
One of my favorite girls I was
have the healthy
dating was
amount of
Mathilde.
depression,
She
you
was
know?
well
Like,
educated
I would never
and
kill
funny.
myself,
I
but I
told
would
her
like
I had an
to die
open
naturally
relationship with
soon.
my girlfriend. I asked her if she wanted to move in with
I don't
us.
think there's anything
She was
wrong with
reluctant
that.
at
That's
first,
just called being a
but
human
finally agreed.
being.
It was so
Like, I would never
awkward
do it,
when I
but can we pick
introduced
a
her to
day?
Maria.
Tell me where to be.
I said, Maria,
I feel like
this
some
is
of you get
Mathilde.
it. Some of you
We've
don't.
known each other for a few
Like if I
weeks
was on a
now,
plane and it was
I
going
want her to
down,
become
I'd
part of our
scream, but I
relationship.
wouldn't be the
I
loudest.
could tell Maria was
You thinking
angry.
Uber drivers are
Of
going to
course,
murder me?
she
I
wanted
keep
me all
reading
for
about them
herself.
abducting women, so
But
I just
that
get
wouldn't
into the car
happen.
as
And a three-way
heinously as
relationship was
possible.
still better than
Everyone
me
else is
breaking
like,
up with Maria. Then we pulled both of them
Like
close to me,
hamsters?
and we all kissed each other.
It just,
It
I don't
was
know
one of the
why,
most
just
exciting
anything to make
moments
the
of my
driver be like,
life.
okay,
But it got even
yeah, maybe
better
the next
afterwards.
one. Wow.
So we slept in the same bed, which I loved, but they didn't get along so well and often insulted each other. Their conflict escalated when Mathilde accidentally used Maria's towel. Maria freaked out, and they ended up physically fighting each other wearing short pants on my bed. It sounds terrible, but
Does
it
anybody know
aroused
what
me
they
to see them
call
fight over
white
me.
people in Hawaii?
However, I still
How
broke up
is
the
a
fight
few
to make
of you
sure
have
no
been
one
called?
got hurt. In the end, Maria and I decided it couldn't continue
Hollies.
like that. And now my parents are paying her $1,000
I was
each
at a bar in
month to rent her
Honolulu,
own
and this white
apartment
guy
where
was
she
getting
raises
kicked out
my
of the bar,
daughter.
and this Hawaiian
I
bouncer
take care of my daughter on the
basically
weekends,
throws him out of the
and
bar,
I really
and he goes,
enjoy being
"Get the
a
fuck
dad.
outta here, you
But
Howie piece of
university is
shit,"
more
and then he
important
spit
right
on
now.
him.
So I can find a good job
And
one
then I
day
bought a
and provide
timeshare.
well for both my daughter
I was
and
like,
Maria.
yo, this is the place I can live. Like, I
A long
just try
time
this
ago,
out for
I
a
found a little
bit,
baby
see what
monkey
it's
on the
like.
side of the street. His mother was nowhere
nobody
around,
believes in
so
God,
I
okay?
decided to take him
Now,
home
we're not
with me.
rude. We're not
We were
rude.
really
We're not
poor,
atheists.
so
That's
to
fresh.
feed him,
So we do
I
go
had
to church.
starve myself.
But you are not
But
supposed
he
to
kept
believe.
growing bigger and bigger, which
Okay,
meant he
you
needed
start
more and
talking
more
about
food.
God outside
I
of
was
cussing
getting
someone
so
out when they cut
thin.
you off on
I
the
was
highway.
close to
We're
death.
freaked out. Okay,
My
what's
mom
going on,
forced
Joel
me to let him
Osteen? Shut
go.
it down. You took it
I
too
was
serious.
crying as I
Okay,
opened the door,
so
and he
but I
ran
actually believe in
outside.
God, and people act like
felt
that's
like I
nuts
had
in
lost a good
2022. You know,
friend.
I started talking about God.
But
They
after a
act like
few
I'm talking about
hours,
Frank
I heard a
Sinatra.
knock at the door.
They say
So
my grandma
I
used to
opened it
listen to
up,
that guy.
and there was my
I thought
monkey
he was
friend
dead.
again. He was holding 4 bananas
But I'm
and
going.
gave one to
I'm
me,
going to church.
one
I
to
don't
my
know why, but the
sister,
Lord is
and one to my
speaking, right? I'm
mom.
going to church.
Of
Two
course,
reasons.
we
One,
thanked the
to look for
monkey and
Jesus.
told him to go
Two,
get more
to meet
bananas. But this time he came back
I
with
don't
one
know if
papaya
Jesus
and one
is there.
mango.
Women
We figured he
definitely
must
not
have stolen
there.
them from the market.
I'm the only guy
Well,
who can't take a
this went on
penalty-free
for
withdrawal
several
from his Roth
weeks.
IRA.
But one day, he
Nobody
came
gets
back
it.
with a little
Nobody
gold
gets
necklace.
it. You're all
It was
screwed.
beautiful.
That means I'm under
So the next
59 and a
day,
half. You
I
don't
gave
get
it to a
that joke,
girl in my
leave right now,
class named
call
Anaya.
Charles Schwab.
She was even
You're
poorer
in
than
danger.
evil.
I'm worried for you
Her mother
people.
had
We're on a
died, so she
rooftop.
had
You
to
have
work
no
as a maid
retirement.
for
You're
my
making me
evil
sick.
cousin.
I'm
Got to
crazy.
go
I'm
to
Christian.
school
You
all
all
day.
believe in Social
John
Security.
Black
That's
treated her
insane.
like a
Okay?
servant.
All the rules
He
around
made her
drinking
carry
and
his
just
books
reading at
everywhere.
21. Why?
And
22.
he loved barking
Why?
orders
Why
at her
21?
in front of
Why
the
not 20?
whole
Why not
class.
22? What's
I
special
put the
about
necklace
this
around
number?
her neck,
How many other
and
dangerous
she looked
things you can
so
do before
beautiful.
21?
She gave me a kiss
drive
on
a
my
car.
cheek
It's
and
very
said,
dangerous.
"Thank
You be the
you."
police. That's
For
very
the next
dangerous.
day,
You
she came
can
back crying. She said Chad took the necklace from her and accused her of
be
stealing
the
it.
police at 18.
He
You
was really
can be
mean to
in
her
the
about
war.
it and punished
Over
her
there
by making her
fighting
scrub
for
his room
freedom
with a
and safety
toothbrush.
At
I wanted to
18.
fight
All right.
Champak.
Put
I
it
wanted
into
to end
perspective for
him.
You can
But
do
he was as strong as a grown man. Besides
At
that, his
18.
father was powerful and could
You can
easily
suck
take revenge
legally.
on my mom and sister.
Pay taxes,
done
have
terrible
kids.
things
you
to
go
them.
to work,
I
you
was
have a hard day at
devastated
work, you
and went
get off,
home
you
feeling
sticky,
helpless.
you crunchy.
But then I saw my
on
monkey bring
fire,
us more
you go
bananas.
home to 3
And that
screaming
gave me an
kids, and
idea.
you gotta drink a
I
Capri
trained
Sun.
him to steal
What?
from Champak's collar. Maybe he'd even find some
Give that
valuable
bitch some
stuff to
tequila,
bring
she
me.
deserves it.
To train him,
Every time I see
hid a
him, he's
fake
like
golden
becoming
wristband
more and
around
more
our house.
progressive.
Anytime time he found it,
One time I came over to his house, he's like, "Hey, dog, what's your pronouns?" I was like, "Saul." I didn't know you knew about that stuff. He's like, "You gotta learn, bro. You gotta learn." Because gender is a construct. Heterosexuality is a spectrum, fool. You know what I mean? It's like everywhere, dog. And it makes sense too. That's why I bang those dudes in jail. You know what I mean? Like, it makes sense to me now. It makes sense. The chicks are cool and all, but sometimes you just want the warmth of a man. You know what I mean? Like, just chill and watch it like a Timothy Chalamet movie. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you're in Hollywood. Next time you see Timothy Chalamet, tell Uncle Saul say, "What's up, fool? Call me by your name. I'll do more than that, dog."
Learn that you can tell how good a girl will
if you
be
want
at
this
sex
monkey, give us
by
back
how
our
dirty
jewelry. That
the
monkey had
inside
been my friend.
of her card.
I loved him very much, and I hated to lose him. But the jewelry
Like,
he
she's
given
got a lot
me
of
was
old
worth enough to get an anya
Starbucks
away from
cups and
Chumbuck's
McDonald's
family.
wrappers.
So my mom
She's
and
gonna
I
blow
went
your
to
fucking
another
mind.
city to
That's
see
what I
her
learned.
on safety.
What my
I did the
research
best
tells
offer
me.
and came home with $60,000 US. That's a huge
I said
amount
this
of money
joke
in my
in Florida.
country. It was enough that my mom and I
3
could buy
weeks
a small
ago,
house.
a woman
We
stood up and
invited
goes,
Anya to live
"Well,
with us
I
for
ride
free.
the bus."
She seemed a lot happier since she became part of our family. At last, I want to thank my monkey friend. Thanks to
We're
him,
getting married in the fall.
we
Living
can
home
live
with the
a happy
goddamn.
life.
Let me tell you.
The way I look confuses people. I'm very racially ambiguous. I know. I feel like any time I enter a room full of new people, they just treat me like a riddle they're trying to solve. You know, they're trying to figure out where I'm from, like it's a game. They look me up and down, and they're like, "How
However, one night she drunk
do I hate this guy properly?" My race comes up at weird times. I remember back in high school, we had a CIA recruiter stop by because
quickly
that's
ran out of
okay.
food, and I said,
Singles me out and
"Mom,
says,
the
"See,
fridge is
we'd
empty and
recruit
I'm
somebody
hungry."
like you because we
She
can stick you
responded,
anywhere."
"Stop complaining. Instead, go
Brazil,
catch some
Egypt,
cockroaches
Middle
so we
Earth,
can eat them."
Atlantis,
Was
Wakanda.
she
It doesn't really matter, you know.
People
People can't really racially place me. Will call me a person of color. We're all familiar with this term, right?
She told me
It's
to
woke,
cook it, but we
but I'm not
only
sure
had a
why.
toaster, so I killed it and
It feels
put
like
it in
white
there.
people just figured out how to
After
say
I'd given
color
it to
again.
my
You know,
mom,
they
she
just
thought men
added
were
some extra
racist,
syllables
even
to it,
made
thought
my
they get away
very
with it.
first
Sneaky
small
devils.
baby popper. It tasted
I just don't
okay,
see what
so I
problem
started
person
to
of
catch
color
hundreds
solves,
of
you know?
them
To me, that'd be
and
like
the
saying,
provider of
"Hey,
my
man,
family."
did you hear about those
But
terrorists?"
then the toaster broke, and we had
Well,
to
whoa,
eat them
buddy.
raw. Of course, they
People
were
of
extremely
terror,
dirty,
okay?
so
Let's
we
be
all-
inclusive.
I continued
Senior year, we
living like
did
this
Beauty
for
and the
weeks
Beast.
until people
And I
from
was
the
cast
government
as
came
the
into our
Beast.
apartment and took
And at
me
the end of
away
the
from my
play,
mom.
there's a scene
Even though I screamed
where the
and wanted
Beast
to stay
magically
with her,
turns
I
into
was
a
brought
handsome
into a
prince.
children's home where people explained
my
to me
school
that my
got a
mom
whole
was
different
mentally
guy
ill. But no one
to play the handsome prince. Do you understand what that does to a kid's self-esteem, dog? This is a play with singing forks and knives, and they were like, it just wouldn't be believable if you were. I had to like sing and dance, learn all the lines, do all the work, perform in front of hundreds of people. And then right before I got to kiss Brittany, who played Belle, who's one of the hottest girls my high school's ever seen, right before I got to kiss her, I had to run off stage so that a hotter 15-year-old boy could take my place. Think about that. The worst part about it too, bro, is they didn't make me wear a mask. They didn't make me wear a mask. They literally drew whiskers on my face and were like, look at this monster.
I have been with my husband now for 7 years total, but prior to that, all of my relationships expired quicker than milk because my favorite part of the relationship was the chase. Like, there's nothing more interesting in a person than if they're not interested in me. Right? Like, you're gonna block me on Instagram? I'm gonna wait in your bushes in a wedding dress. Fuck with me. No, but the thing that sucks about being married is your partner is just always into you. You know, my husband just like follows me around the house with a boner. Like he's having to go on a business sale. I'm like, hey man, could you not? You know, could you act like a little less into me? And he's like, but we're married, like, what do you want, a divorce? And I'm like, now you're talking dirty.
Army recruiters are a little aggressive, right? They're a little predatory. Army recruiters kind of remind me of like that old creepy guy in a bar hitting on a chick. Right? Because they always open up and like, hey, do you like to travel? Do you like the outdoors? I'll pay for everything. Don't worry about it. It's all counts. Come with me. It's free. Wait.
He was dressed in all black.
You're 18, right? Like that?
I asked,
Joe
"What are
Biden's
you
out here
studying
doing his best.
And he responded, "I'm studying philosophy."
Best I can say.
He sat
You know?
down and-
Isn't that bad? Well, the best thing you can
Just
say
like
about a
me.
president
He said
is the
his
man
family
is
had
trying.
raised him
Let's
on
leave
a
him
farm.
alone.
He said they didn't
Whether you
speak a
love
single word
Biden
with
or
him
hate
from
him, gotta
age
admit
11
one
to
thing. The
16.
man died
His
4
only
years
friends
ago.
were black.
Dad, you see him? There's strings and shit. He's like, oh.
Weekend at Biden's.
You guys know, men are the most confident beings alive. And I know this because I used to be a bank teller. I was a bank teller for years. The bank's slow because we're all. You're welcome. I can't. This is insider trade secrets. They pay us minimum wage. We're gonna a little. It's just a fair trade. You're gonna yell at us either way. Let us just. Anyway, the number you still get your money. Anyway, but every single day, I'm not over exaggerating this number. This isn't my ego. I swear to God, every single day, a man would come up to the bank teller window and he'd hit on me through the window.
It's okay.
Negative money in his account. Okay, listen to me. Listen to me about confident men. Hear me? Every single day, didn't matter his age, his race, he'd come to the window and be like, hey, babe, let me take you out somewhere. And I have to be like, sir, I can see you can't take me nowhere.
Last couple elections just been pissing me off. They're just fucking, just horrible options. Because I remember, I've been voting since 2004. I just remember when it was just easy decisions, you know what I mean? Because I vote like a lot of us vote. Like I vote for the person who first of all has symmetrical facial features. That's why Ted Cruz is never going to win. I don't know if he's got HD at the crib, but his nose is going left or right on my 55-inch TCL. And then I vote for the person I want to drink a beer with or smoke a blunt with, right? Like you just vote for the person you want to kick it with at a party. You know what I mean? But back in 04, that's easy as fuck. That's George W. Bush every fucking time. That's the fucking homie. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can plan 9/11, you can probably plan a party, okay? Also, he's bringing the six-pack you're drinking from. You're twisting the blunt up in the bag. He's leaning in like, you ever put cocaine in that? Little Primo? I can shotgun it for you. They call me Leather Tom.
Social media is making people more confrontational in person, though. People are quick to argue. They're more confrontational. Like a while back, I had dinner with a friend that I grew up with, and I hadn't seen him in a long time.
If I got a nice job, found a husband, and had kids someday.
That was his hello.
That would be a life.
I was like, come on, man, you know me. I grew up redneck. Like we grew up around guns and stuff, but I don't really like guns. They just don't do anything.
One morning, when I went to check my Facebook feed, I realized
I go,
all
buddy,
my male
I'm a
friends were missing
millennial.
from
I
my
don't
friends
own a
list.
home. You think I'm gonna be a hero from my landlord? Is that? I've been trying to get a new sink from this guy for 7 years. I'm not gonna kill on his behalf.
A lot of people ask me if I'm black. The conversation always goes the same way. It's, hey man, are you black?
Well,
I'm
back,
Egyptian.
I should have left him.
Oh, so you're African?
I think
Yeah.
it was just
So
a
you're
stupid
black.
joke. However, his behavior.
What's this guy think? Decide right now. Black or no black, the world's worst game show. It's okay. Usually people just panic and say mix, and I'm like, of what? Herbs and spices? Be specific. Because here's the thing, I'm North African. That does sound kind of black.
Frank confronted me.
But on the other hand,
I saw you
white people
hanging
have to
out
start
with
somewhere,
other guys
right?
at work today.
We're all from Africa. You guys can just pop up at a farmer's market in Vermont. You have to start somewhere. Maybe I'm just how white people used to look. Maybe I'm the prototype. The Ford Model T of honkies. But I have a very pale skin tone, and Egypt is right there by Greece, and Greek food is just Arab food with too much fucking yogurt on it anyway. At the same time, though, put me in a sweater, give me a chain, I look like I run a hookah lounge.
After that,
maybe a pawn shop or a bail bonds office. In all three cases, it will be named Aladdin's.
I'm a lot more focused. Mostly on answering my wife's questions correctly.
Including Steve.
The other night we were watching TV, and she stood up.
I got back from work,
she paused
he would
the
ask
TV.
to go through my phone.
She was like, "Hey,
at first I wouldn't
would
let
you
him.
still have married me
Everyone deserves
if
some
we found out
privacy,
we were
right?
brother
and there
and
were text
sister?"
conversations with my friends where we talked about
What do you say to
I
that?
didn't want Frank to know. But
Feels
if
like
I
a red
didn't do
flag
what
for
he
me to be
wanted,
like,
he'd
"Oh, hell
scream at me
yes."
for silence and start crashing my apartment. It was
Oh, yeah,
so
that's what's
emotionally
up.
draining. Eventually,
I
I
like
gave
that
in
shit.
and didn't check my phone, but I started deleting my text
Can't say
conversations
that, you know?
before I came
So
home,
instead I was
so
like,
I couldn't see anything.
No.
It was horrible.
She got
I
so
guess
upset.
if he could, he would have locked me in the
She was
house
like,
and
"Oh,
not
so
let
you
me go
wouldn't love
anywhere
me?"
without him.
And I was like,
It
"Of
took
course
a while,
I love you.
but at
You're my
last
sister."
I realized things kept going on like that, and I broke up with him. For
I
the
feel
first
like
few
I've known you
weeks,
my
he
whole life.
stalked me. He even climbed at my parents' house to
body
look through our bathroom
dysmorphia,
to watch me
in
take
the way
a
where I think
shower.
I'm a lot hotter than
After
I
that,
am.
I got a restraining order from him, which means he isn't allowed
okay.
to
Some
get
of that
near me
laughter
or
did feel
contact me
hurtful.
in any way, or he would go to jail.
Yeah, because if I was really hot, you wouldn't be laughing. And so, truly, my brain is a skinny mirror. You know, like, I look and I'm like, what a bad bitch. It makes living in LA so fun because you see models, actresses everywhere, and I'm just like, I know.
This last one was really
The plan is
weird.
to, you know,
I got another girl pregnant, and it's all
drop
your
off
fault.
my son.
See how
Or
crazy
daughter.
he is? How
to
could
my mom's
that
house, then
be
pick him
my
up
fault?
when he's like 14.
I wish he would just leave me alone.
I'm gonna still be in his
I
life, but
don't understand
initially
why
I'm gonna
he's
tell
trying
him I'm
to
his
make my
uncle.
life miserable.
And then when he's 14, I'm gonna sit him
Luckily,
down,
I'm
man to
dating
man.
Nick now, and our
I'm like, look, dog, got
relationship
good
is
news and
much
good news, okay?
healthier. He respects my boundaries, and
First
we
off,
trust each other.
forget what I
I
said.
feel secure
Your
with
dad's
him.
alive.
Sure, Nick can be
And,
a bit possessive sometimes,
secondly,
but
you won't laugh.
so can I.
I'm your
There's
daddy,
nothing
man.
wrong
You
with
know what I'm
being a
saying?
little possessive.
Why you crying, man?
It's
Get
only
your stuff,
natural.
you know?
But when you try to control someone's whole life, you have some issues.
I'm gonna tell him I'm his uncle,
You
man.
should get help.
It's genius.
I've done some research.
Because
and
if
it's
you see
frightening
your
how
dad
many
twice
guys
a month, you
actually
might grow up to
killed their
resent him.
girlfriends because they
But
were
you see your uncle
jealous
twice
of
a
them
month.
just talking
Man,
to
that's-
another man.
That's
It's
a solid
insane.
uncle right there. Man. That's a solid uncle, dog. Bro, be grateful, bro. You got a great uncle, bro. I know your dad ain't around, but your uncle's present.
Such a fucking nightmare at the grocery store. I couldn't take it. I saw this man take his mask off to cough. He goes, and put it back on. I went, oh, you stupid son of a bitch. Said it out loud. That's like wearing a condom all day and taking it off right before you jizz. I was like, the hubris of it all.